So I had a conversation with the client the other day, and he was telling me how he felt as if he was slowly moving away from his friend group. Like he just felt like he didn't really belong with them because he got to the point where like he was starting to do habits that his friend group wasn't doing. So like he didn't necessarily eat out all the time. He didn't necessarily, go to parties all the time. And he was really focused. Like he was dealing with his work. He was dealing with the gym, and he's like, I want to find an actual relationship and instead of partying. And so he started to find, kind of discontinuity with his friend group. And so we're on a call, and he was just talking about like how he feels lonely. Like he just feels as if like he has no one to like be appreciative of. Like he was like, I was so proud of making this change in my life, but he felt as if like he couldn't actually show it to anyone. Like no one was really appreciating for it, and he felt as if the friend group that he did have never valued him to begin with. Because it's like, he was like, I thought if I changed, like my friends would support me, but rather they see me doing better. Like he's down a lot of fat, and he's like, he's more confident in his ability to talk to newer people. Like he would go out, but he wouldn't necessarily talk to like newer people. He would just like be there. And he thought his friends would be happy for him. But the more he, was talking to his friends, he started to realize that like, they kind of just like started bringing up his past. Like, yo, remember when you couldn't do this? Remember when you couldn't do that? And that's something that, it was a good conversation between me and him, because it almost felt like I was talking to myself. Because I felt like that a lot. Like I felt as if like, I continuously get better every single year. And I'm not saying this in a way of like, I'm flexing, but like every single year I've gotten better. And it's just because I'm so vicious into self-improvement. And I never knew like a word for it until I realized like, yo, like this is actually what I love it. I love the challenge of knowing that like, I can keep getting better, and it just improves not only like the accomplishments, but also more so like the actual achievements in itself, right? Like knowing that last year I couldn't do this, but this year I can. Last year I couldn't eat consistently like healthy, this year I can. Last year I couldn't stick to the gym, this year I can. Last year I couldn't socialize, this year I can, right? And it's just that continuous improvement that it's almost like a video game, right? Like every single time you're just like, yo, this shit's like a video game, right? Well, no, dude, like I've had that a lot. Like, they'll be like, yo, Q, remember when you were fat? The Q, remember when you couldn't have conversations? And it's almost funny because instead of talking always about the past, I can even talk about it now, right? Like, to give you guys a little bit of context in my life, like I was at an engineering internship for a year. So it was originally like 16 months, but I left a year in because I knew that's not what I wanted to do. And so since I left, I pretty much turned down a $94K per year return offer. I said I don't want it because I knew that's not what I was supposed to do, right? Like, so I'm taking actions that I would be afraid to even take 2 years ago, right? I'm putting myself out there in terms of content. I'm because it's just who I know I am. And so people would love to bring them, like, yo, Q, like, remember that time when you were like stressing when you didn't get 99 grades? Remember that time when you were like being a bitch? Like, and they constantly remind you, because here's the fun part. Here's the fun part of it all. When people remind you of your past and constantly bring that up, you're winning because you're a new person. When people used to be, oh, yo, remember Kiro when you were in your room all the time watching movies? Yeah, I won. Because I know I'm not that person at all anymore. And they know that, but it makes them uncomfortable knowing that I've overlapped them in just a year's time. Because every year I keep getting better, and it makes them uncomfortable because they've been the same every single year. Matter of fact, they've been getting worse. It's so common, especially after because in high school, even not at university, in high school, you were told to do certain things. After university, and especially like once you enter the workplace, like, bro, like every man just it's for themselves. Like there's no real rules applied to them. And so that's why the world is mediocre, because no one actually tells them to get in shape. No one actually tells them to eat healthy. You don't have consequences until you get the health report from your doctor. That's when the consequences hit. But throughout the day, it's like no one really cares if you go sit on your sofa and watch TV for 3 hours after your shift. There's no real consequence at this certain moment. You know the consequences because you feel horrible, but no, society won't call you out for it because every other person is doing that same thing, right? And so if people are constantly trying to bring you with your past, you're getting better. Dude, like when I started, bro, oh my God, dude, like especially the past couple months, knowing that like how much I've put myself into online coaching, but like, bro, this is my life. Like I've invested over like $30,000 in just mentorships alone. That doesn't include all the other things. Like this is genuine. And for people to say that like coaching is a scam is funny to me, because I've spent a lot of mentorships, and I do understand the fact of like, if you've been burnt by another coach, completely understandable, dude. Because it's people that just like fucking post selfies of them and then just put DM coach like a prick, and then they don't actually coach you. They don't actually take you through the process. But like, there's always like bad roses in like a garden or whatever they say. But there's actually a lot of bad roses. You generally just have to be careful. I mean, like, dude, like, go look at my client results. Go look at my before afters. Like, I have clients that have been with me. I'm not justifying myself because I know my worth, but I'm just saying, there's clients with me that have been with me since the day I started. They're still with me for a reason. No one would just like stay with me if I wasn't a good fucking coach. Like, let's be honest, right? But no, like, I completely got off topic. But what I'm saying is like, they constantly judge me based off of my past. And so the biggest thing you have to do at this certain point is, it might take some time for yourself to catch up to your new identity. And that got to me. So for instance, like when I was like the jacked individual and people were asking me advice, like, yo, how do I get in shape? At first I felt uncomfortable, right? Because like, I don't know, like, am I jacked? Like, you see me as a jacked dude? Like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's how I felt like a year ago when people started asking me for advice. And I was giving them out for free. And it was just like, wow, like these people actually value what I have to say. And they're actually implementing on it. And for me, it took me some time to like understand, like, yo, like, I used to be a kid that like couldn't eat consistently for a week. I was a kid that, like, you know, like I still remember like one of my first gym days, I was 5-pound dumbbell press. And I was moving, like, I was 5-pound dumbbells. 5-pound dumbbells. I was moving 5-pound dumbbells on shoulder press. You need to realize how astonished I was that people were asking me on like how to get in shape, and they were actually implementing it. And so that's the biggest issue, because if someone said like, yo, Q, remember the time, or for instance, that one time when someone like, yo, remember the time when you were in your room all day, doing nothing with your life, watching movies all day? I knew that was not me, and I laughed it off. But he was trying to shake in me. Like, he just like, yo, remember that time when you were a little bitch? But like, I knew, like, my identity catched up to who I am now. Who I am now was not the same person I was a year ago. And I'm telling you right now, who I'm going to be next year is not going to be the same person I am now. There's going to be a character trace, but I'm going to be a different person. When I remember when I was first doing like talking videos on TikTok, that's what I first started off on TikTok. And then a month later, I started posting on Instagram. But I was making videos on like, you know, like how to overcome confidence. And then this one dude, not really a friend, I mean, he's just a fucking dude at this point, but he just like, yo, like, who the fuck do you think you are, bro? Like, why are you giving me words of wisdom? Like, who do you think you are? I just stood there like, motherfucker, I've been through fucking bullshit limiting beliefs, and you think I can't speak on it? I didn't tell him that. I just laughed at him. I'm like, yeah, you right. Because my identity, my own identity, has caught up to the person I am. Like, I knew who I was. Sometimes it just takes time. Like, for instance, like, it's so common for like ugly dudes growing up, and we have a glow up, and like girl finds you attractive. You're just like, wait, this girl actually finds me attractive? It's because you haven't caught up to your own identity yet. But once you've caught up, you're like, yo, like, I'm actually a valid dude. And that's all it is. But when you feel comfortable when someone tells you some certain thing, you feel as if like, and it triggers you, your identity just hasn't caught up. So for instance, but that individual was just like, yo, Kiru, who do you think you are, posting like videos on like wisdom and shit? Like, who do you think you are? And I felt like I wasn't a dude that didn't have things to share. And I felt like I was talking bullshit. Then of course it's gonna get to me. But it didn't, because I knew, like, yo, like, who the motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Like, why? Like, even when people are like, yo, like, Kiru, like, why are you doing this online coaching thing, bro? Like, engineering, bro. Like, yo, bro. What are you talking about? Like, you look stupid right now. Look at you, silly goose. Like, genuinely, that's how I see the world now. It's like, whenever someone tries putting me down, my identity has caught up so much. But it took me time, because every single year, like, since I keep getting better, like, I'm more accustomed to knowing that every year I'm getting better. And so the identity switch becomes faster. Like, I know who I am now. And so when someone tells me, like, yo, who do you think you are? I'm like, yeah, I'm exactly who I think I am. You know what I mean? Because I've caught up to it. But even like, for instance, when I talk about the ugly dude, I think that's a good point, because I'm not saying I'm a good looking dude. I'm not by any means. But I can hold conversations with girls. I don't get a lot of girls. But I'm saying, like, I can hold conversations now, right? And so from that point of view, right, it took me time to adjust to that. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, 2 years ago, this was not possible. And like, not, right, it took me some time, but I started to realize that I just need to get accustomed to me knowing that I'm changing every single year. And so that's the biggest advice I told him. Like, yo, dude, like, sure, your friends are calling you out and saying, like, yo, remember when you could have, when you even went out, like, you never talked to anyone. Now you have confidence. Now you're wearing like more, like tighter clothes. You're wearing more slim fit shirts. Like, you know, and they start judging you. Yeah, I am, bro. I'm in shape now. And they'd be like, oh, whoa, right? Because they're just not accustomed to the new you. That's really all it is. It's not that it's not not even that they hate you per se, but it's just like you have to give it time until they realize that you are that person. So for instance, like when I first started locking in with the gym, I didn't necessarily tell anyone. I just popped out like 2 months in. This is 2 months in, so I wasn't like jacked, but like I made decent progress and people noticed that. And so I let people adjust accordingly, right? They're like, yo, this guy's actually taking his fitness serious. But then after a couple months, people started coming to me like, yo, can you remember when you used to eat all that bullshit? You fake as fuck. Get out of my life. I just smile like, yeah, cool. I'm not that person anymore now. It's so astonishing how it genuinely shakes people because, you know, the older I get, I start to realize that like everyone wants you to do good, but not better than them. Right? And the only way you can find a good circle to keep that positive environment is being around people with the same ambitions as you. Right? So for instance, if I want to get jacked, or let's say I want to get this promotion, I want to get this job promotion, right? And there's another person that's like a coworker that also wants a job promotion. And there's this one that you guys want, and let's say it's paying you like 120K per year, and then you get the one that's getting 110K per year. The other coworker will be happy knowing that he'll get that 120. But let's say you get the 120K per job, he won't be happy because he wanted that job, right? Now, for instance, let's say there's two different people, you and your best friend, at different companies for a 120K job. You guys will be pushing each other to get that same job, right? Different company, but same title job, same position, same like finance. And so you just need to find people that are on the same ambitions and same tasks as you that push each other, right? This can be applied in all areas of life. Like if you want to get in shape, if another individual that's trying to get in shape, you guys will be pushing each other knowing that every single day they're pushing themselves. And so they're not going to compare themselves to you. The only reason why people compare themselves to you is when they're not doing enough effort. You need to focus on yourself so much that you don't have time to think about others. It's mind-boggling to me how when people talk shit about my content to me, right? I don't get it at all. When I completely forgot they existed for like the past like 8 months, and they just talk mad shit. I'm just like, wait, you watch my content? I don't even give a fuck, right? Like people start comparing themselves to you when they lack activity. And so you need to realize when you're making any changes in your life and people start comparing yourself to you, just know that you're winning. It's a hard pill to swallow because for him anyways, like my client I was talking about, he was friends with them for like 8 years or something like that. And so for him, he's just like, damn, bro, like I feel like I wasted 8 years. But it's better than wasting 15 years. You found out a little bit earlier. And that's the important thing, man. Like a lot of times, like you really need to analyze your circle because sometimes they're not even your friends. They're just like your hanging out buddies, your drinking buddies. That's drinking buddies, party buddies. You see it all the time. There's a friend group that parties all the time. Like deep down, I know that like there's a high chance, like, you know, not all the time, but usually what happens is like, let's say like things get busier. They don't really talk as much and then they fade away. And they never built like a deep connection to the point where they can talk about like emotional shit. Like when things go rough, they can't talk to them about it. If you're a friend group that goes to party, of course, bro, go have fun. But it's like, if that's all you do, you need to analyze your circle. Is that really your friend group or just like drinking buddies? Do they only call you out for drinking? Do they ever check up on you? Right? You need to really check these things, and that's how you can find your circle. And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, it's hard, especially if you grew up with certain people your entire life. I'm sorry for yawning. It's not even that. It's I sleep at like 9 p.m. now, so it's like 6:45 p.m. So got like 2 hours, long day today. But nonetheless, you really have to evaluate your circle and see, and you have to observe how people react to you when you change, because you really need to harness that, because you actually know who's real and fake. I've known who's real and fake. Like my circle is so small, and I'm so vocal about it because I already know how things play out. Right? Like my dad always told me too. He's like, yo, I used to party with these guys all the time. I don't talk to them anymore. They were never they were just party friends. And so you really need to be particular with your friend group and always be, you need to critically think when you do get any sort of achievements on, are they actually going to be beside you? And if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot a DM on Instagram, and check in the description for more videos. I make a lot of videos, so and also on Instagram too, so drop a follow there as well. But if not, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and see you guys later.